Are you interested in selling your woodworking projects online? In this video, I'm going to give you the top reasons why you need to start an Etsy woodworking store today. Hi, my name's Jake, and this is Minuteman Wood Design. 10 years ago, I started my Etsy woodworking store. And around 6 years ago, I took that store from a side hustle to a full-time business. And in this series of videos, I'm going to show you the ups and downs of how I did it. Now let's get into today's video. Reasons why you should start an Etsy woodworking store. Number one, it's the most obvious answer, side hustle cash. My strategy when I first started side hustling was if I could make enough sales to just cover one of my bills, then I was a success. Once I was able to cover one bill, I went to 2 bills, 3 bills, and so on. And what that did was that freed up my normal 9-to-5 paycheck that went to those bills so that that money could be spent on discretionary stuff, taking my family out to dinner more, buying this, buying that. Also, I kind of got a little bit of an Amazon Prime addiction. So my side hustle was also kind of like my slush fund in part, that I got to buy the stuff that maybe I couldn't afford or didn't want to take out of the normal family budget. Reason number 2, selling on Etsy specifically. Now, I'm not affiliated with them other than selling on their site. I'm not sponsored or anything. However, Etsy is a marketplace, if you don't know, for handmade items. And people go to Etsy specifically because they don't want the IKEA stuff or the Walmart stuff or whatever your local furniture store is selling. They want something handmade and they want something unique. And Etsy has a huge customer base already, and it's only grown. It's grown every single year. So it is a great place to get on. It's free to use, other than the commission they take, of course, for every time you make a sale. And you have an exponentially better chance, I think, of making sales on there than a lot of the other marketplaces out there. Reason number 3, if you so choose and you're willing to put the work in at it, you could, like I did, take this side hustle and turn it into a full-time business. There's tons of people that can. I'm not alone in this. Lots of people have started selling stuff on Etsy and now have quit their regular 9-to-5 and are doing it as a full-time business. And you can too. If you're willing to work at it and keep at it, nothing's going to happen overnight, but you can do it. It is very possible. And like I said, tons of people have did it. So if that's something that interests you, it's definitely a reason to get started. Reason number 4, having a side hustle and a vast marketplace like Etsy to sell stuff from your side hustle could be a bit of recession insurance, if you will. Now, this won't be for everyone, of course, but having access to that where maybe your hours get cut back or God forbid you lose your job, you have a place where you can step up right from your home to try to make money and cover that gap, could be a great thing. Now, I know this won't be for everybody, of course, but like during the pandemic, my business, I had a great year. During the pandemic, the worst of it. Unfortunately, a lot of other people were suffering, but for some reason, people were still spending money. There's always going to be pockets of people that have money in bad times. There always is. And those people are still going to spend their money somewhere, and they're still going to buy things, including things you may consider to be luxury items, which generally drop. And this is obviously not a guarantee, but having that opportunity to be on there and sell what you're making could cover some gaps. That's all I'm saying. Obviously, you're not going to make anything if you're not there. So having the opportunities is better than having no opportunities. All right, number 5 is kind of part encouragement and part reason. Remember that nothing happens if you don't get in the game. I'm not saying if you get on the field, you're going to score touchdown after touchdown, or in this case, sale after sale, but you have 0 chance to make any touchdowns if you're still sitting on the bench. And getting off the bench means getting your store started and getting some items listed and putting yourself out there so you have the opportunity to make sales and start growing that store, right? Don't worry, you're not going to get on there and be inundated with sales. I mean, it could happen. But most likely, you're not going to get on there and be so inundated with sales that you can't breathe, and now it's interrupting your work time or your family time. Etsy is a made-to-order site. You can put on there that I make these to order, and my completion time is 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I get so busy certain times of the year, I have to push my normal 1 week to 2 week completion time all the way out to a month, because that's how busy I get. And you can certainly do that too. But my point here is you got to start. You just got to start. You just got to get in the game, and then work on it from there. All right, I hope you enjoyed this quick little intro about why you should get started with your woodworking projects selling on Etsy. I'm going to continue this series and basically just download all the information that I've learned over the last 10 years and do a series of videos about how to do this. So if that interests you, please like and subscribe so you can get these when the new videos come out. I'll try to put out at least one a week, and hopefully I'll see you on Etsy. See you next time.